Attention, everybody. The views expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits.
Ta-da. Oh, let me merge this.
This is all I got.
Took 3 nails. All that blood.
Yeah. This is old school. Good morning.
The other night.
Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters here in beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. It's Steve. With your hosts, Matt and Jay.
On the cross, you died.
Now, this was done at Jay's house.
On Calvary.
Yeah, we recorded this at Jay's house. Not the one he's at now, but his other one. This is the act. This is
It's not the short of a miracle. It's the way you pull my
I haven't seen this video in a long time, and we do have permission to use it because I give myself permission.
Who I was before, and I see for the first time all I'm meant to be, and I feel all the love you give through the nails you
I sound a little
took
nasally
for
there.
me.
That's all right.
Yeah. Nails, love me with nails, love me with thorns, love me with your blood.
This is like sitting at a live performance of Good News Band.
Love me with nails.
I love harmonizing with myself. Is that stuck up or what? If you want to watch these videos, go to Good News Ministries. That's with a Z at the end of news.
Is it even still up there?
Yeah.
Good News Ministry.
That's why I'm playing this. Yeah.
Oh, and so you manage that site?
We haven't managed that site in a long time, but they're up there still. You can't hear it? It's because I'm loud. This is loud. Oh, unmute him. Sorry. There he is. Steve.
Yeah, there I am.
I was thinking Steve was a little quiet.
I was running out of breath there. I heard myself. I can hear every mistake I make on this.
Really?
You're concentrating on yourself.
Well,
It was pretty good.
we had fun.
And I was just barely, I didn't even know anything about doing sound at this point. Well, I still don't. I wish I could learn better about EQ though.
Christ died for you. The nails and the blood he shed was all.
Did you mute number 3?
No.
Yeah. Love me with nails.
I don't know if it's muted or not.
Love me with your blood. Yeah.
Some of us are
Love
up.
me with nails. Love me with your blood. Nails. Love me with nails. Love me with thorns. Love me with your blood. Yeah. Nails.
don't
Love
know.
me with nails. Love me with thorns. Love me with your blood.
It'd be fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Love me
If you guys are bored of this yet, just let us know. We're just on here jamming to listening to music.
By the way, I gotta let you know, one of my watch party viewers, Julie Suter, she said, I enjoy watching you fellas chat while she has her morning coffee.
That was the Good News Band.
Yes, it was, and you guys were rocking.
But, we no longer have that bass player, but the drummer is still on board.
Barney, right?
Yeah. See, and I gotta upload from here to that the song that we use on a regular basis, which was done in a professional studio. But this will work for now. I mean, I love the live stuff that we've done. It's so much fun. We had so much fun doing that.
Actually, live sounds really good. Not that studio doesn't, but
That one's had 100 views.
That's it.
Yeah.
it might get more if you play it more.
Here's Well Done.
Oh
This
yeah.
is still done at my place?
This is
People
still your house.
commented to me and said that was probably one of the
Is
most
YouTube up?
beautiful songs.
Is YouTube going?
Yeah.
Because Jim asks, is it up?
It is now. Well, no, it's been up since the beginning. But
Yeah.
I hadn't shared it to Facebook until just now.
It's like, why is it all wavy in here? Oh no!
That sounded like
Well, that is.
you sound buzzed.
It's because it was in mono or it's in stereo, and for some reason we were having issues with it. That's weird. Whoa!
Why do we have that up there?
I don't know. That needs to.
That was
Oh, I guess, was that the one, if you listen to headphones on headphones, it's
Yeah,
good?
yeah.
We couldn't figure out why that was doing that.
We
I
couldn't either. See if this one.
Have you started the recording on the computer?
it
Yeah,
still,
that's,
still sounds fuzzy.
It makes me sad.
Sounds bad.
It does sound bad.
Wow, how could it sounded so good at
Sounds
the very
terrible.
beginning?
Let's try this one. A little goofing around.
Oh, this was fun.
This song is called That's All Changed. I hear the train a coming.
Oh wait, wrong one. Is there sound on yours? You got the sound going
On what?
on YouTube?
Yep.
Wow,
It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man.
this is the introductory offer.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounded great.
That was
See, they all thought it was funny.
too much fun. Too much fun. Are you guys bored
get
yet?
serious.
I'm sorry if you guys are bored. I'm just
It's one of those mornings.
nostalgia.
Back, it's a time machine. You know where?
Are there any
time
comments?
That was
Machine. Hey, I'm getting some
Hi,
likes.
we're the Good News Band. This is a new song called That's All Changed. I think this was serious.
Oh,
Yep.
I can tell I'm playing my Ibanez because I had knocked the intonation out and I can hear the intonation is messed up.
All
Wow,
these
out of
years
nowhere comes the bass.
I walked this earth.
We're gonna turn that down.
Most of them was without you, my Lord. And the valley is too wide.
All right, this will be the last one, and then we'll get to talking.
Regret was my heart to
Am I on your
see.
watch party? Or am I on the regular
you're
video?
on the regular. I don't see you yet on my watch party.
It always
Rachel
be
just hooked up.
great, but that's all changed. That's all changed.
Forgot how
And you
much
said
fun this song has to play.
It's fun to listen to, too.
I want to live for you, my Lord. I want to worship you.
This is right after we had wrote it.
Yeah.
That's really good for just writing it. First time you sang it all together after writing it. Man,
We started writing it one time and then came back and wrote it again and then recorded it.
Know if you are with me, nothing could ever be against me. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Thou
Thank you,
art
Jana.
with me.
Good morning, Steve Schultz,
Troubled times come my
Rachel
way.
McAllister,
I throw
Kevin Saxton.
my hands down and say, 2, 3, you got this, Lord. Got this, Lord.
That was fun. We had so much fun.
oh yeah, you are on my watch party. I just looked down there and saw it.
Yeah, I never get the singing.
My Lord,
I have to search and
want to worship
Morning, Mike Fudge.
you. One more time. I want to live for you, my Lord. I want to worship you.
Do you know if they canceled church around here last night? I'm sure they did.
No, the only time they cancel church, well, our church, the only time they cancel our church is if Springfield Schools cancels school.
That's what Branson does. And of course, we didn't have any church last night.
Welcome, Mike Fudge, Marsha Holland.
Morning, Marsha.
Oh, look, this is old school. I don't want to call myself a Christian.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing old school music here this morning, folks.
Oh, you're
Well-
just trying to change. That was we got a lot of response from that video.
Yeah. Yeah, that's they did
Good
get a lot of
morning.
response. We had over 150 views in like a matter of hours.
Yeah.
Good morning, Deborah Watson. Nice to
morning.
see you.
Going over Dead Man's Pass right now, Marcia says. So we'll pray that it's not Dead Woman Pass today.
Yeah, you
Yes.
know, they had to stop and wait. They had to turn around and go back and wait until the road's cleared before they can hit the pass and go over it.
Boy, that takes me back, man. We had so much fun doing that too. But real quick, before we get any further, I'd just like to take this opportunity
Yes.
to let the people know
Go ahead.
that if you're in a lot of pain, you can go to Natural Solutions Store.
.bz.
All right. So, hey, everybody. Matt here. I'm assuming you know who I am because I've been here
Really?
the whole time. Yeah, really.
That's you.
Wow, how are you guys talking?
Can I have your autograph?
Anyways, you sure can.
So
Only
why
if-
are we zoomed in?
Zoomed in.
Did you have it zoomed in on me and
No.
see?
Are you zoomed in? No.
No. No.
You're watching the wrong one.
What?
Do I look like I'm wearing am I wearing flannel today?
Oops.
He's wearing that shirt. I just saw Steve with that shirt.
Well, maybe it was a rerun from last time I wore it. I know it's
Must
been
have
at
been.
least a week.
Okay, so
Sorry.
our
Sorry for that interruption of your commercial.
Sorry.
Commercial time.
you guys
Go
are
ahead.
serious. Anyways, today's show is brought to you by naturalsolutionsstore.bz.
Dot
All right,
BZ.
where you can go for all your natural solutions needed. I don't know. I know Jim and Pam are doing some work while they're out there in what's that? Padre Island.
Yeah, South Padre.
South Padre Island. They're going to be working on some possible new additions, hopefully to it. I think in regards to maybe some essential oils, but no,
I was just thinking that.
it's not decided yet. But I just be praying for them as they travel all throughout the South like that. Talked to him the other day, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're headed to Mexico." Look, it's nothing. I've hardly left the state of Missouri. I've never even been close to Mexico. The closest I was to Mexico was whenever I lived in Panama City Beach, Florida. So,
Hey, that's close.
and that was the Gulf of Mexico.
See, you're close.
Am I Mexican?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Anyways, so today's show is brought to you by naturalsolutionstore.bz.
I think so.
And the product I want to talk about, on the show today, he said YouTube apologized for the delay in picture and sound. Strange, he says. Yeah, that is strange. But
You too, Deborah.
so yeah, today's show is brought to you by Super Hemp Balm. We talk about it all the time because it's one that we are very familiar with because we use it all the time. You wake up in the morning or wake up in the middle of the night, your shoulder's hurting, your lower back's hurting, your knees hurting, your face is hurting. If it's not hurting, it's killing me. But anyways, go to your cabinet. It'd be nice to go to your medicine cabinet and take out this little jar of salve. Get a little bit on your hands, you rub it on the affected area. If you got a headache, you can rub it right here in your temple. If you got a backache, you rub it just wherever you think it originates from, and it will take care of it. 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, this is great. Whoa.
Be careful.
I don't want to drop my guitar again. Anyways, so if this applies to you, go online, Natural Solutions Store.
.bz. Obsession.
Obsession.
And we're back.
And we're back. That
Dot
one,
BZ.
that little saying was for Kevin. Hashtag and hashtag.
Possession.
Possession. That's. I've never been arrested for that.
Hashtag.
That's good.
So we're having a We're having a good old time here on the show this
Hey,
morning.
it's time for another commercial.
We just did a long commercial, so
Hey, it's time for another one.
And I should have warmed up my coffee.
Find
you should have.
Find something else.
Go ahead. Go warm up the coffee. If you can squeeze past Steve there, go ahead.
Oh, well, I am
Do it.
scooted in.
Do it.
I am scooted in.
You have my permission.
See?
Do you have my leave?
I can see myself.
I need smart pock.
That was a joke. That was horrible. I shouldn't have.
Wow.
I know.
Feeling the love.
I could see the look in Jay's eyes. He knew I was kidding, but he
About
still,
what?
whenever I went,
Oh, to me to move?
Yeah,
Oh,
you weren't even paying
It
attention to
wasn't
that?
a paw going.
See, if I wouldn't have brought it up, it would have only been between us. It'd have been a
No, I
secret
don't-
between friends.
I hardly even compute. See, nonsense does not compute.
Oh, well, then I don't know how we've
Danger.
conversated over the last however many years we've been
Right.
friends, Jay.
Well, quite a bit.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Sometimes you just got to let it go. Do you still see our comments on Facebook? Yes. Yes, we see them.
Not for only for this. Rest.
And she said she's never bored, so thank you for that, Jana.
When are we going back?
She is
when are we
never
going to
bored.
YouTube?
Not tomorrow, but next Friday will be our last day doing Facebook Live. But we will be sharing the links from YouTube on our Facebook pages.
Yay.
Whether or not they'll let you see them or not, that's a whole other story.
That's true.
But so what you need to do is you need to go to our YouTube channel, which is Acts Media Group, ACTS MEDIA GROUP, spaces in between the words, obviously, and like and subscribe and turn your notifications on. So when we do go live, they'll send you an email or a message of some sort, and it'll be a boop. You push it, boop, and it'll take you right there. So, and you will be able to. Janice says I'm mean. I am not mean. I am the least mean person you'll ever meet. And I'm
Well-
also the least lean person I think you'll meet in a long time. But
That's true.
only when I drink a V8, I'm not
See,
leaning
if you'd
anymore.
start being kinder to yourself, Matt.
I am kind to myself.
then
I
you-
love
Then it
myself.
would be easier for
But
you to
you know
be
what?
Love
kind
yourself. That's good.
to others.
I joke
You'd
and
be practiced.
well, I joke and kid about I call myself a fat guy and this and it offends other people more than it offends me. I'm a big guy. I always will be. I understand this.
Hey,
I
big guy.
accept it.
Hey, big guy.
You know, if a potential, I mean, yes, I am losing weight because I want to feel better. I do not weigh myself because that can be disheartening if you don't lose as much as you feel like you should have. I'm losing weight to get healthy and feel better, not to look better, because it's hard to look better than this. Just saying.
Right.
Except for, I mean, I'm no judge on how attractive men are, Jay, but
Well, that would be good.
I'm sure that they're
I think you're extremely attractive, Matt.
coming from you. That's
you're
disgusting.
so good looking.
You know, stop. Gosh.
You're a fine example of a man, Mr. Matthew.
Yes, you are. You the man.
A man?
You the man.
Do you imagine me talking like that? Hey, everybody. I used to, I mean,
Suck too much air from the balloon.
I used to sit in front of the stereo in my room, and thank you, Jana. You do too. So I used to sit in front of my stereo that I had, and I would pretend to be a DJ and record, and then like play like I don't know, Milli Vanilli, Blame It on the Rain.
You should say that again, only in Canadian.
You mean from Michigan Air Lounge? I used to, when I was a little boy, I used to just sit in front of the old stereo there and pretend to be a radio DJ, and I'd say, "Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. We're glad you guys are here today. Today we've got a really popular group known as Milli Vanilli there now then, yes, and they will love to lip sync for you all today there. Don't you
Blame
know?
it on the rain.
You can blame it on the rain and the stars that's fallen and the stars that shine that night.
He hasn't. I don't even. Oh, that's what it is. It's the bang.
Steve said, "No, I haven't even."
Whoever was actually doing the singing on that for them was.
They
pretty good.
actually went back. They actually took vocal lessons and re-recorded it themselves.
And was it as good?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Steve said, "We're going to give you a bigger head."
There's two white guys that sang it. Yeah, Steve said you guys are going to give him a bigger. Hey, what do you mean bigger head?
Who?
Steve Schultz said I have a big head.
Mr. Schultz.
Steve, you're awesome.
This stuff
out of
has
control.
super creatine and ultra CoQ10 in it.
Yes, and
Really?
that's one of my favorite bangs right there.
You know, it's
What is it?
it's
Grape?
it's grape. Yeah. So well,
Smells
purple
great.
haze is what it's called.
Yes.
You want a little cup of it? I think
No,
we got
no.
a shot glass
No,
over there. You
I'm
could try it.
I can get it at work.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cheap.
that's right. You
But
see,
thank you.
you're welcome. I'm
I
glad
could,
to
al-
be of
I could
service.
always use a shot, but I'll wait.
You can get them. You can get them at Walmart for $1.89 a piece.
Can you?
Mm.
That's
Not a
pretty good.
sponsor, but let's face it. You know, my mother's maiden name is Walton, so I can probably say that and get away with it. No, probably not.
Probably
No,
not.
no.
Walton is a very broad last name in this country, I think.
They would probably ignore it in case it turned out to be true, and you could be an heir.
Yeah,
The-
airhead maybe.
They wouldn't want. They wouldn't want to know that there
Uh-huh.
was another heir running around out there.
Yeah, yeah. First thing I would do,
Just get a
I
job.
would buy Axe Media Group in their own building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
If you were a
so
Walt-
kind of you.
Mm.
Well, I'd pay my parents stuff off too. You know, I wouldn't
don't
even know
know
what to
what
do
I
with a
would
lot of money. I just, you know, I don't really think about it much because, you know, let's face it, I don't have a lot of money. I have enough to pay my bills, survive, and have, I have a nice
right.
life. But the most important part is, as I'm blessed by God to even be breathing, and to be here amongst such fine gentlemen such as yourself,
Why, thank
Yeah.
you.
and friends like you.
I'm glad you you included them because
I'm just so glad
you're
to be here
important,
on the
you know
air,
that?
don't you know? This, I tell you, is just
So glad
something
to
that I
be
get
here.
up and I get real excited every day to come on here and talk to you nice fellas. And they're, don't you know? Now then, yes?
Yes.
That sure beats a
Yes.
sharp stick in the eye there, I tell you that much now.
Yes, and I'm the last one.
I am the last one. Quit getting me to do.
I had to do it.
Giving me.
Giving you a complex.
They say this stuff just because they know that even not thinking, he'll start singing a song and I'll.
You'll make a donkey of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I am a donkey. I was born outdoors. You like it outside.
Don't you know, donkey? Donkey, go away.
You dense, irritating, miniature beast of burden. Whoever pursues righteousness and loves and love finds life, prosperity, and honor.
Boy, did you change quick.
You know, Proverbs 21:21. I want to, Scripture is a very big part of my life. You know, I'm only happy because I have God in my life. If I didn't have
Amen.
God in my life, I wouldn't be this happy. I wouldn't be this goofy. God created me with an interesting sense of humor
Yes, he did.
and smart park.
Smart park.
He's got smart park.
I guess
Smart
I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
You can't park there.
So. Again, it's got smart park. He's got smart park.
There's no room to open the door. How do you get back in it? It's got smart unpark.
That's right.
What was that?
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
You're doing Steve now. Hey, Steve.
Mic drop. that was Steve
It's
Schultz.
been a while since we
Steve,
heard
we
that.
really do love you.
Yeah.
That's why they pick on you, and I know.
Yeah. That's what an Oreo sounds like on the morning drive.
OREO.
Do you you get a tall glass
I am
of
a-
ice cold milk?
Oh man, I put ice in my milk.
Ice milk.
Is that
okay.
weird?
No, because I've done
You
it.
put ice in your milk?
I've done it,
I put my milk in the refrigerator.
but I never put milk and Pepsi together.
They call that a mud cow.
What?
A mud cow.
Oh,
You put a little milk into whatever beverage. It's like it's like what's left over after you eat the ice cream out of a float.
Yeah, but you know what's not good? Is washing the dish after.
that's wrong.
It is. Because the bubbles, they stick to the side and they're dry.
and
And,
then make a sugary mess.
Good morning,
that's why
Mike
you just
Crimper.
let the dog lick it. Just
Yeah, dogs do dishes.
watch them bury their face
Dogs,
in
are,
it.
dogs are pretty good at dishes.
Yeah, they are.
Jackson, my dog, he sounds like he's so enjoying it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, he goes to
Mom and
town.
Dad's dogs are trained. Like whenever they put a paper plate down there to let them lick the paper plate, they'll start licking it, start scooting across the floor. Well, Sammy, may God rest her soul, we had to have her put down a few months ago. Anyways,
I remember that.
she learned how to put her paw on it and hold it in place. Otherwise, you'd be like, you look down after about a minute. It's like,
Chasing the paper
where'd that plate go? And you look everywhere, and then you find it's underneath a chair or something that you don't know how it got that far up in there.
Right.
Jackson does that.
Yeah. So we're glad to have everybody with us today.
Dogs are great.
So I didn't do it. Hey, welcome to the Morning Drive, everybody. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is
You
Steve.
better know your place, Steve.
Hey, I do. No, that was not
Hey,
a
that
was
wasn't
not
very
a
nice,
wedding.
Jenna.
She said we got 3 donkeys doing the show today.
Jana.
We are donkeys.
Just
We're
what are
born
you trying to
outside.
say?
We do like outside.
Yeah.
Just what are you trying to say, Jenna?
I ain't got no friends, except you. Oh, that's great. Now, why don't you go celebrate your freedom with your own friends? I ain't got no friends, except you. My favorite line in that whole movie. It's like, oh, what is that? Who would want to live in that? That would be my home. Oh, and I just love what you've done with the place on such a modest budget. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. That's my favorite line in that whole entire.
Mine is, I'm having waffles for breakfast.
Oh yeah, we can stay up late, swapping manly stores. In the morning, I'm making waffles. Now, where do I sleep? Outside. Is my face up there? It's
No.
not okay.
Oh, bless you.
Did you say bless you for that? Priscilla Kemp, welcome to the party.
Hey,
Janice says y'all funny.
you know,
So today's scripture is Proverbs 21:21 out of the NIV. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor.
amen.
That was
Amen and amen.
thank you.
You would
Good
be
morning,
the last
Jimmy.
one.
I would be the last one.
God bless you, brother.
If you kill me, you lose your trade. If I kill you, I sit around
Yes.
waiting for the next dragon slayer, first and to carve a reputation out of my hide. Look to the stars, boy. That's what is that? Oh yeah, Dragonheart. Good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
You know what I think is funny? It's the fact that he played the part of well, I mean, he is Scottish, but it was between him. So you've seen The Mask of Zorro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Antonio.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, he just had an interview with somebody, and it was awesome.
Anthony Hopkins played like the older Zorro that trained him. It's funny because Anthony Hopkins is not Hispanic at all. He's Scottish, but they were trying to decide between him and Sean Connery, and they
Oh,
went
man.
with Anthony Hopkins.
Antonio,
Banderas.
they were trying to
Banderas.
decide between.
No. It was the older Zorro that taught Antonio Banderas' character. And his interaction with that horse in that movie cracks me up. I'm warning you, get another horse.
Yeah.
Because I can't do an Antonio Banderas very well.
That was
He's
close.
Like, Zorro,
That was
you
pretty
look
good.
better than ever. You know,
Better than Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots. I love that character.
Yeah, he
Now
does
say,
a great
okay,
job.
Pray for mercy from Puss in Boots. I have to act it out. I realize that. I act it out just like it's in the movie.
Yes, and the body movements and everything.
Yeah. It's like, oh, look at the cat. Oh, come and keep him. I think we should give him the Bob Barker treatment. Neuter him right now. Give him the Bob Barker treatment.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know about
I
Bob
look
Barker
at him in
saying
his
what he did,
wee little boots. Great movie. Those are great movies.
it was, and especially the end, the finales of all those Shrek movies were awesome. They took those 60s or 70s songs and just did
Not just that. They did a lot of like
Viva, what's his, I can't even say it now.
Hoover State. No, that
Viva La-
somebody once told me that one.
Yeah.
Did you? Oh yeah, you're talking about the karaoke afterwards. Yeah.
The Fox. Or somebody got up there and started singing it?
No, it was not the Fox, but
Puss in Boots, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Puss in Boots got up there and did "Livin' La Vida Loca."
Yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't the Fox, it was Puss in Boots.
The Gingerbread Man did one.
Oh, I love the Gingerbread Man.
Uh-huh.
The Gingerbread Man. That first scene whenever he opened it, he's like, "Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man."
Who lives down?
Who lives down Drury Lane? Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. She's married to the Muffin Man. Anyways.
And there you have it with the movie greats with
Okay,
Matt.
one more say about that. Whenever I think it was Shrek 2, whenever they became attractive, and they're locked up, and then they send the three pigs send Pinocchio down to try and to undo him, and they're making fun of Mission Impossible, and he gets all tied up and he can't do anything, so. The gingerbread man slides down the strings and is on his back, and he tries to get the key somehow. They said, "Well, tell a lie." He said, "Well, what do you want me to say?" He's like, "Well, no, say something crazy like I'm wearing women's underwear." He's like, "I'm wearing women's underwear."
I really am.
And his nose didn't grow. Are you? I most certainly am not. You most certainly am. It's like, what kind? It's a thong. And snaps it. Oh, man. Too funny. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, it's one of those days, folks.
It's like, we got catnip. Oh, that is not mine. They got a pepper grinder for Mace. They're pretty good movies.
Yeah.
I do know my movies. You guys, you know what? You should question me about certain movies, and I could probably tell you.
We could do a movie
trivia. Yeah, let's do
Breakfast
that.
at Tiffany's?
I actually saw that once when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it past breakfast.
Ah.
I do know the song, and I said, "What about breakfast at Tiffany?" That.
Yeah, that was...
I don't know what that little bouncy thing I was just doing, but...
No, what was that?
I don't know what it was either, but it was pretty interesting. It was
I
good.
told you with the body moves, I'm telling you.
I'll just start naming romantic comedies, and I know you won't know anything about those. At least you can't.
Try me.
At least you won't be able to admit that you
I
know.
give you a real hard time about it, but I've seen a lot of them.
When Harry met Sally.
Oh, yeah. I'll have what she's having.
That was probably the most interesting line to the whole movie.
That was pretty funny.
It
It was a pretty interesting movie, that was, actually, I thought.
Yeah, Sleepless in Seattle was, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm not a fan of Tom Hanks. I never have really been a big fan of Tom Hanks.
I was a big fan until the political stuff. I don't watch movies much anymore at all.
He did a good job with the true story of, the air when this pilot landed the plane in the Hudson.
Oh, yeah. I see. I haven't even seen it. I boycotted him before that movie was made.
Yeah, so did I.
Whenever they get up there and they try to tell us how to vote politically.
Boycott would be a good way to make a difference right now.
He was
before
pretty
things
adamant
get
about.
worse.
Huh?
Boycott would be a good way to make a big
that's
difference
14.
right now.
That's $14 extra he's not going to have in his pocket because I won't go see that movie
Yeah.
or buy it.
Or the studio that produced him, all of that.
And you know what? I think he's boycotting me too because I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, I would wonder why.
Kirk Douglas passed away. Kirk Douglas. Passed
Yeah,
103.
103.
Kirk Douglas
That
was
was in stereo.
103.
Yeah.
Yes, he was 103. He
No,
really was.
It wasn't Kirk Douglas, was it? Was it? It was the... No.
Yeah, it was
Michael.
Kurt. No,
Was it Kirk?
it was
Who
Kurt.
played Moses
Yeah.
in the Ten Commandments?
Oh, that was him, yeah.
But that wasn't Kirk Douglas.
No, that was Charles.
Charles Heston. Charlton Heston,
Right.
which he also played in.
103. What a blessing to live that long.
Yeah. Did you know that Charlton Heston was right here in Branson at the Owen Theater in downtown Branson when he got the call to play Moses?
Really?
Yep.
He was like.
He was watching
He
the
was
movie.
the bombshell for the ladies back then, right?
yeah.
All men wanted to be him, and women wanted to date him. You know.
He was actually there with Jim Owen watching a movie.
It's like, you know, a very prominent actor that is well known throughout the entire world went to school right down the street from here. I about said Tom Hanks. What's his name? Blonde guy. Super attractive.
Oh, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Brad, what was that thing with Jennifer Aniston? It was
Lopez.
Braniston, or what'd they say?
Oh, Angelina Jolie. It was Brangelina or Brangelina.
Brangelina.
And then where they put the names together, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez was Bennifer.
Yeah.
So it's,
Where do these people come up with something like that? I guess they were bored.
you know, I mean, what a way to include your spouse, I guess, is to include their name with yours, like Kanye and Kim. So it'd be Kim Ye Kardashian, I guess.
Kim Ye.
Kim Ye. Has anybody heard anything about that guy lately? Kanye, he's still.
Last I heard, this is the latest. This is the last one. He took his church and went down to Miami and rented out an amphitheater, or did
Watch the
something
Super Bowl, right?
To watch the Super Bowl. That was the latest I heard.
He needs to come to First Baptist Church. Not really. I mean,
Could you imagine him coming to your church?
I could. You know, we've got a really great church. Our church is awesome.
I bet you he'd pack it out and then some.
You know, my dad always said, ask not what your church can do for you, but what you can do for your church.
You had to do it. You have to do it. Your dad's impression.
Ask not what your church can do for you, but what you can do for your church.
See, that's what
Steve
your dad
says, who
said.
played Moses in the... Okay, then. Kirk Douglas passed away. Those are all Steve Schultz.
Thank you for letting us know, though, Steve. You're awesome.
Kirk Douglas... that's sad. Kirk Douglas. Wasn't he in Ant-Man? Wasn't that Kirk Douglas?
I don't know if it was Ant-Man. There was two big popular movies that I can't remember right now, but there were two big ones that he was in.
No, I'm thinking they're very similar looking.
But I don't think it was Ant-Man. I'm thinking Lloyd Bridges for some reason. I don't know why.
Lloyd Bridges. Jeff Bridges is a really good actor, too. I liked him in Tron and Tron Legacy. That was Jeff Bridges, right?
There's a lot of bridges.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't burn them. Well, I guess if they're cremated, I guess it'd be considered burning bridges. Are you cold, Jay?
I am.
Thank you for the laughs,
The
though,
heat
today.
just
I
came
really
on right when I
appreciate
was
it.
getting my hat
Well, you
on.
know, laughter is a gift to us from God, really. So when someone, and that's how I know God laughs at us all the time.
I'm sure he does.
I'm sure that we do stress him out, but I'm sure he laughs at us too, because if he made us in his own image, of course he's got probably a heavenly sense of humor.
Well, he'd probably just sit there.
I mean, he makes us.
Matt's
He made
doing it
me.
again.
He made me who I am.
Exactly.
I mean,
Nobody else
I
would
made
be like you.
myself who I am in a way that I've made a lot of bad decisions and became kind of cynical in the world of romance. But
I think we're very fortunate to live in the time that we do, and that recent history is old enough that it's older than anyone alive to have forgotten a time when it wasn't so easy to laugh, because life was much heavier, much more difficult, and
Yeah.
and
Especially during Depression.
morning,
there.
Becky.
I think that we have the the pleasure of being able to sit here in a heat. Is even I'm wearing these clothes to stay warm and all, but there was a time when the very basics of life were very difficult to obtain.
What do you guys think about doing since Skylar's not going to be here today? What do you guys think about doing some music the next hour? What do you think?
Sounds good. To
Cool.
me.
A little praise and worship. What do you guys think? Would you guys tune back in for that? Would you want to do some? And we'll call it a request hour. As long as it's not copywritten music, we can do it. Like the old school Southern gospel stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Those are considered public domain, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, it depends on the year that it was done, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, we bought a whole bunch of hymnals, so we should be able to do anything out of the hymnal.
oh yeah, out of the hymnal that'd be no problem.
But, and what's the lady's name? Fannie Mae or something like that? Not Fannie Mae. That's a bank.
Yes, that's a
That's like a mortgage company.
Loan company.
Yeah.
for student loans.
The lady that,
Francis.
Frannie Mae or something. It was a lady that wrote, like,
I was thinking
like
for instance-
90% of the hymns in the hymnal books.
Yeah.
They said she could go through and write like 10 songs at the same time. There, she
was
would.
ve-
She had people with feather and quill, and this song, this song, this song. She would write a line with this one, go to this one, write a line, go to this one, and write a line, and then go back and forth.
The music or the words?
The words, the words,
the lyrics.
the lyrics.
The lyrics.
Michael Douglas was in Ant-Man. Okay, I knew it was a Douglas. His son, he is the son of Kirk Douglas.
Right. Correct.
Thank you for that, Priscilla. See, I guess I don't know my movies that well anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say
Priscilla,
103.
nice to see
But
you.
Kirk Douglas is off my radar. It's out of my generation.
Yeah,
really.
long out of it.
Although I bet you $100 I've seen at least 5 or 6 movies that he's been in. But they're just, I don't watch TV hardly at all anymore. I don't watch any new movies really. I think the newest movie I went and watched was the newest Jumanji, the second one.
You're the one with
Next
The
Level.
Rock.
Yeah, but the newest one with The Rock. So it's a
second
part
one.
2 of it, and it was super hilarious. Super hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's got Steve Black in it, or
Jack Black?
Jack Black. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, so if you haven't seen that movie, it's not really inappropriate for anybody, like as far as like kids and stuff. But it's super hilarious.
You'd
It's
think it would
hilarious.
be, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, The Rock does a lot of good stuff for people too. Have you ever noticed that? I mean,
Van
he's-
Diesel only did one family-oriented one that I know of, and that was The Babysitter.
no.
Which was
Van Diesel's done a
it
lot of
wasn't
the
the
Fast and Furious.
babysitter, was it?
It was it was the nanny.
Or the
nanny. Was it?
I think it was-
pacifier. No,
The pacifier.
the pacifier. Yeah.
Which was great.
It was a great
I
movie.
loved it.
Oh, that was hilarious. I was laughing throughout the whole movie. I'm like, Van
Yeah,
Diesel?
and then I also was kind of like embarrassed, embarrassed for him in that movie.
Well, Van Diesel, you wouldn't think that he would be
Why?
in a movie
I don't
like
know.
that.
Like whenever, I don't know. I can't really.
And then he
explain.
turns
I'm a
around, and
complicated
then
individual.
Then the Fast and the Furious movie comes out right after that.
These are all not sponsors, by the way.
and
I guess you would consider this
movie review.
movie
Discussion?
review. Yeah, movie review.
We're mixing everything all
review.
into like one pot here.
Kirk Douglas was in a lot of westerns.
Yes, he was.
Yes.
He starred in a lot. He was in a few of them.
Favorite
with John
western
Wayne.
ever? What's your favorite western ever?
Fistful of Dollars.
Okay, Jay.
I don't even know. I don't know. There's so long ago since I watched Western.
Tombstone.
Ah, yes,
Yes.
yeah. The modern one.
Yes.
The one, not
Yeah,
there
not
was
the
even
original.
Another new one done.
No,
You're talking about the one with
Val Kilmer as
Yes.
Doc Holliday.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, and then what's
At
his
least I
name?
can think of that.
Yeah, and then it's got Sam Elliott in it. You can't go wrong with Sam Elliott, Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, and then that other guy that was in Twister.
Love the end when Val Kilmer
Oh yeah,
comes out of the shadows and he thinks it's
he's like, I'm your Huckleberry.
Doc Holliday.
Yeah,
I mean, he thinks it's
he's like, you're not a daisy at all.
yeah.
Why, you look like someone walked all over your grave. Fight's not with you, Holiday.
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ. We started a game we didn't finish. Play for blood, remember? I was just fooling about. I'd be scared too. Doc Holliday was a frightening individual.
Yes, he was.
He was a goofball, though. He was a goofball. You know he was actually a dentist?
No.
He was actually a doctor. Dr. Holliday, yeah.
That's probably
Wasn't he
why they call him
disbarred or
Doc
something?
Holliday.
I don't know. Well, he was dying. He had consumption. Tombstone, that's what Janice said.
Yeah.
And she loves Sam Elliott. John Wayne movies, Steve Schultz says. An hour just isn't enough time for your show. That's true. Sometimes. True Grit, that's a great movie. The new True Grit
High
with
Noon.
Jeff Bridges is really good.
And then there's High Noon,
Yeah, and then there's Low Noon.
Medium Noon.
What about the new Magnificent Seven?
Ooh.
Yeah, Denzel? Come on, are you kidding me?
Wow.
That's wizardry, is what that is.
It's a Western.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a Magnificent
There's a
Seven.
movie Denzel
It's got
did that I really loved.
Chris Pratt.
Was it where he like ends up being? He's like a chauffeur to a child of a
Yeah, Man on Fire.
Yeah, that I like that.
It's got Denzel, and it's got what's that girl's
I
name?
mean, it's graphic.
It is graphic, but I mean it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't see
got Dakota Fanning in it, and she's the girl that he's protecting.
She's all grown up now, right?
Yes, she is all grown up now, and she's probably crazy. Most child stars when they grow up, they're a bit on the baddie side. We love you anyways. If you're watching, Dakota,
Yeah, reality.
come be
is
on the
probably-
show. We
Yes,
want to
we'd
get
love
your.
it. And I've got another little tidbit, but I'm going to wait and talk to you about it after.
Was
after.
it what I think about? Is it what I'm thinking?
Yes.
It has to do with something that has to do with Hercules.
Yes.
Is that a go or no?
It's looking
What?
promising.
Oh man, that would be awesome. We won't. Well, we're gonna keep you guys in suspense on this one. Just saying. If this goes the way we pray that it does, pray that it goes the way we want it to. Our ratings will shoot through the roof, and I'll be giddy like a schoolgirl.
Has he watched the show?
He's going to be watching it in the next couple days. Yes.
What?
Oh, good.
So we don't know when he's gonna do it. He's probably gonna do it. Because if he shows up on here, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose it. You know who's more important than anybody, though? God.
Jesus.
Amen.
We don't want to put any of these stars above.
God
Jesus.
is our superstar.
God is the superstar,
Yes, with a capital
the
S.
rock star. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, he saved all of our
He was
lives.
a rock that doesn't roll.
Yeah, he's a rock that doesn't roll. Love that. Solid rock.
Amen.
But that would be that's exciting. So yeah, if you're watching, you know who you are. We're huge fans.
Yeah.
Huge fans. I know I am. I watched all of your shows when I was a kid. But
I did.
pray that goes. Pray that does. Man, that would be so awesome. So awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't even care if he's on the show. I just want to meet him and shake his hand. Superstar Christian. He's a Christian.
Yes, he is. He is.
Yep.
But
He's also building
He's also a very
Christian
big guy, and I don't mean big.
movie
I mean
production empire.
tall.
well, yeah, he's like what, 6'4"?
Something like that.
So I've been listening to Christian radio. I stopped listening to radio pretty much altogether for a while. It does bother me that there's not enough a body of work to play. You know what I mean? You hear so much repeat. It repeats so much quicker than.
Right.
Maybe I'm just forgetting what it was like to listen to radio. but
Janice
it
says
seems
let's
like
go
we
out
need
with a
more
song.
variety.
What
Yeah,
song
I
should we
agree.
go out with?
I agree.
Yeah.
What's the short one? 'Cause
I
we've got
think I
3
know
minutes.
which one you're talking about, Jana. But go ahead and tell us.
Which
Is it
one?
Good news.
That's
was
what I'm-
This, is
I'm
the
trying to
shortest
think.
one I
I'm
know
trying to
of.
Is it?
think.
Isn't it?
Is Good News the shortest?
I think so.
What's the song that you were? Oh man.
How about
you
This Is My Prayer? Did you do that one? You haven't done that one yet.
I don't think so. I did it at First Acts Church.
I love that song. I love them all.
Well-
I love not, of course, Nails, but I'm talking about the other one that we did the other day.
And I agree with Tony. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's all right.
What were you saying?
I was just saying there was a song that you did. Oh man, it was really cool. It wasn't Nails. It was right after that. You did it right after that. Now I can't remember the name of it.
My Child Well Done. That-
There you go. Thank
Good
you.
song.
Yes.
This one?
One of yours, Matt, is what Janet said.
Yesterday's gone. Today is a new day. It won't be long till I hear my Savior say, my child, well done. Jesus called us all to testify. That's not all he had to die for all our sins, my child, well done. He'll say, my child, well done, well done. Is my guitar too loud? The man I was, the man he was, is not who I am now. It's all because Jesus came and he pulled me out. Thank God for your son. Used to live my life in a drunken haze. Used to sit and waste away all my days. Then Jesus came and he saved my life. Then I changed all of my wicked ways. Now he can say, my child, well done. My child, well done. He'll say, my child, well done, well done. Now I'm singing his praises every day. I'll keep going on so I can hear him say, well done. Thank you, Lord. Well done. Thank you, Jesus. My child, well done. He'll say, my child, well done, child, well done.
Wow. That was awesome.
All right, so I would like to thank everybody for joining us on the morning drive today. We will be back on later. I'll probably play a short, like 17-minute video, I guess, of, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Thank you, Jana. She said she could listen to it all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to send her a
Well, I'm going up there at the end of the month, so just
Rhonda Ray joining us right at the end of the show, but that's all right. You can tune in to the next hour here in about 15 minutes. We'll get started. We will be jamming out and doing taking your requests and doing a little praise and worship hour. It sounds like a plan to me. Doesn't it sound like a plan to you?
Yeah.
What about you? Is that a good idea? Will you guys
we
join
hope
us?
you do.
Anyways, so we'll be back on later on, and we will see you guys here in just a little bit. Until then, my friends. Oh, Randy Byer will be here later on today to be able to do his half-hour show. The new, or the Spirit in America with Randy Byer. And Jay Dizzle over here. So until then, my friends, may God bless you and God keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is Steve.
And this has been
The Morning Drive.